Randeep, if you can tell us about the work that you're doing on conservation with the BBC Earth.
I think BBC Earth is a great platform for a discussion, information, and information with a touch of, you know, user-friendly output, friendly. So I think it's a great opportunity for me to have that platform and talk about uh, the state that the world is in and how much it needs us needs all of us to come together and contribute and help, whether it is in creating litter or taking care of litter once it's created. That's among many other things. There are forests, there are, conservation. The whole world is one living organism. We are all connected. We have heard of a thing called the butterfly effect, which is if a butterfly flutters her wings in Japan, it's felt all the way around the world. So anything and everything that we do affects the environment, and that is what the whole point of the conversation is.
What can everyone do to make the environment better?
I think we can all do little things. For example, don't keep the tap running when you're brushing your teeth or when you're shaving. Use your RO water that comes out the other end. Put it in a bucket. Use it for your plants. Use it for washing utensils or whatever, you can use it for. Cycle to places if you can. Don't buy bottled water. Carry your own bottle of something which you can reuse. Avoid plastic carry bags. Avoid buying things of plastic. Avoid buying smaller packaging like sachets of shampoos or ketchup or sugar or whatever. Instead, buy bigger packaging, which is cheaper as well as would introduce the number of items and can be recycled and can be reused very often. So little things like that, we can make a huge difference in contributing towards our environment. This is our only planet, man. There's no planet B.
You recently posted about visiting your horse Colossus with your dog Bambi.
Yeah.
Tell us.
So Bambi is a street dog.
Wow.
This is my second street dog I've had, and this is the best thing you can do to yourself. I am not in the favor of pedigree dogs, and I'm not saying that I'll never have one. But what I'm saying is that instead of buying these expensive inbred dogs, which are not really suited for our local environment or local, habitat of the Indian urban setup, which is very warm and, it can be very harsh on you. You can pick up these puppies from the street. They'll get a home and you'll get love for as long as they are with you. There are kittens that you can adopt, and it's very easy to keep them. Their health usually is better than pedigree dogs. They need less maintenance, and they are very intelligent and very loyal. I mean, it's an absolute pleasure and love to have a desi dog. And my horses, well, Colossus is a thoroughbred. He was bred for racing. He didn't do too well. He was too lanky. So I got him a few years ago, and he's now a dressage horse. He tends to overeat and gets a bloated tummy, so we have to keep him under check. But yeah, so I was missing them a lot. Not just Colossus. There is Ranji, there is Dream Girl, there is Rommel, there is Koopa. So all of them together, I was missing them, and to reunite with them, to be out in the open. I don't know whether anybody else has noticed it or not, but the sun, the intensity and the clarity of the sun, the dhoop jo nikalti hai, it's so fresh and it's so crisp. I have never seen it, especially in place like Bombay. And outdoors, wherever there are horses, there are it's always outdoor and it's always beautiful to be in.
On being UN Environment's Ambassador for Aquatic Migratory Species on World Environment Day 2020, why is the cause of the protection of migratory species important to you?
All species are important to me. The UN felt that I would be good at representing this particular thing. So they made me an ambassador. My work continues in all fields. It's not limited to aquatic. In fact, I've been scared of the sea, and one of the things that I want to do as soon as this, world opens up is go scuba diving and see what's under the water, because I think my generation people were spooked out of the sea because of a movie by Steven Spielberg called Jaws, and then he kept making sequels. And every time I go into the sea, I feel this big jaw shark's going to come eat me. But that's obviously not the case. So I have to be more friendly with it. I've been like working on the beaches and mangroves anyway, so that's a part of that. Why migratory species are important? Because they don't know human borders. They transcend, and they travel across the world, linking habitats, linking, they carry seeds from here to there. They carry so many things. They're very important for the life of the planet, like other beings. But here it's very important because many nations have to come together and take care of the habitats that they visit on the way to wherever they're going. Because if one link goes missing, they will not be able to complete the journey, and that will have far-reaching, deep impact on the environment. So it is about different countries coming together and making sure, and keeping a check on the other, about looking after the wetlands, the forests, and the coastal sea areas. So it is a very important step in the unity to protect the environment worldwide.
One is that we are very, very huge fan of yours, and we've absolutely loved you in all the movies, and genuinely, and just saying, and you know that there's a certain set of audience which actually likes you and wants to see more of you. But my question is, why do we see so less? Why don't you do more movies?
Well, I have the probably the reason you like me is because I put in a lot of work
Yeah.
in every film, and that takes time. And between, it's not just the shooting; it's the work that goes in before it, and that takes a lot of time. The way I like to work is I don't like to repeat myself, and every character is a new world for myself and probably the audience that I try and create, and that is my joy. And I have been a bit choosy about things because unless it touches your heart, it's never going to touch anybody else's because of the degree of your involvement. So, and because I have done some miming songs and tapping my feet, not rather well, but but those are the movies that are made more. I've always chosen before social media and before all these OTT platforms. I was still choosing films with international themes and trying to put in a quality of performance which is not just subjective to India but can be seen across the world. And those kind of projects are not easy to come by, and not easy to come by for someone like me who's not really a mingler of people, especially in the film frat. Uh, I do my own thing, and I feel very privileged that my work is appreciated by. There's so much love I get for it. There's so much respect I get for it, and I am always trying to see, hey, do you deserve it? Can you call yourself an artist? Because if you're a painter or a dancer, you rehearse for so many musicians, you rehearse for so many hours. What do actors do usually? Go to the gym and you know. So I try and put in my work the best I can, and that reduces my volume of work and also keeps me hungry for the next rent check and for the next installments and all that, so I don't get complacent. uh, I just want to be better at what I do, and that only comes by the choices that come by from the heart, and those choices are not very many.
As an actor, how do you keep yourself very heartful with, doing things with a lot of heart, a lot of emotion, but at the same time, disconnect? Are you able to do that?
I got my horses because after I finished the movie, I didn't know what to do with myself. What do I like to eat? Where do I like to go? So that horses made a connectivity for me, and I kept going back to that. As far as the competition and all those is concerned, I really have no interest in it.
Mm.
I'm competing with myself. How better am I getting in my application? I still feel that the kind of preparation I put into the role to bring it to that action and to that shot, I am still like, 60, 65%. I could go
No.
more. I could go more if my application of my preparation.
Mm.
So that connect is happening more and more with every shot, every movie. So I am really competing with myself. I used to teach in the FTII, which is the Film and Television Institute of India. And after my class, towards the end, I used to always ask this parting question to everybody. And that used to be, what kind of actor do you want to be? So people used to come up with everything: Robert De Niro, Jack Nicholson, Shah Rukh Khan, Salman Khan. They would come up with, Daniel Day-Lewis and this and that. And I said, great, 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 great. I'll do this. And I run out of the class. And before I get to my car, because it'll be ready for me to go, I don't want to hang around, some of them will follow me. And they will say, what, sir, but what kind of actor do you want to be? That's when I drill in the last nail, which is I always only wanted to be Randeep Hooda.
Wow.
And that probably is giving me an identity finally. And I'm very grateful for it. I don't think the world owes you anything. It's, you have to be grateful for everything. You work hard, sometimes it's good, sometimes not so good. Come on, man, chug along. That's another one.
You're doing a lot of projects for beach cleaning in Mumbai. Can you talk to us about that? And why do you take up so many conservation projects?
Oh, I've always loved nature and I've seen it at close hand how bad it has gotten. I
Yeah.
used to do this hashtag Heroes Without Makeup, a series of 50 people that I found who are doing amazing work. Who are the real heroes, not us, the ones who wear makeup and strut around on the screen. So in one of those, I found a Afrosha with two people in this colossus, you know, debris on the ocean side on the beach, cleaning. And I said, wow, man. And he was one of my heroes without Nick. And ever since then, I have become friends with him. His cleanup has gone and become, it's one of the examples. And the cleanup has gone and become one of the biggest world cleanups. And I am very lucky to be a part of it. I go and do whatever I can, whenever I can. And it just gives me a venue, a point of letting out my feelings for nature. I think that is real patriotism. That is really work is love made visible, and that is what I have been inspired to do. There are many other people who do it. There's a guy called Pradeep Sangwan. He does it in Himalayas. There is a guy, I forget his name. He's cleaning the waterfalls in Lonavala. There are other chapters of Afrosha thing that have come up. So overall, wherever you are, you don't have to be at a beach, man. You just have to be careful of what you do at your home, and then you have to be careful about buying what you're buying, how wasteful it is, and then once you bought it, what you do with it, how you segregate your waste, how you wash your plastic and keep it and sell it to a kabadiwala and probably get a few chocolates. So the whole thing combined makes a sense, and I do it and I do put it out on social media so that people who happen to love my work might love this as well and join the tribe of people loving our planet and doing something about it. See, talking about it and just social media, liking something, sharing something does nothing. Yes, it creates some awareness, but somebody's got to do something about it.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to go pick that up. People sometimes take pictures. Oh, it's so dirty. Hey, why don't you pick it up?
Yeah.
So I think that's what my aim is to inspire people, because a bunch of people or one person cannot change the world. We have to change ourselves altogether, and that will have, if millions of people just stop using one thing that's out, it's going to have such an important and massive impact on the environment, and that's what I aim for. Ground level work. A lot of people talk policy, a lot of people talk what should be done, and yes, you participate in the discussion, but do something yourself.
Yeah.
Get off your ass. Yeah.
Agar आप पूरे देश के लोगों नौजवानों से, and I come from the world of startups and entrepreneurs and business and young people trying
How
to make a
wonderful.
mark. Uh, if you have to tell to the young people in this country, जो आज सोच रहे हैं, स्पेशली पैंडेमिक की वजह से सोच रहे हैं कि थोड़ा डिप्रेशन है एंड थिंग्स एंड पीपल आर बीइंग लेड ऑफ, जॉब्स आर बीइंग कट, अगर आप कहना चाहें that in a world which is not so hunky dory right now, you can make it like you, and you can retain your identity and have a very distinct identity, because I'm sure there would have been so many influences in your life, but you said that kya banna chahte hain, Randeep Hooda, and with time again and again having that clarity, wo kaise hota hai, aapne kaise kiya, aur aap kya kahenge young logon ko, how can they navigate?
I have no authority over this, but I can suggest some things for you. The biggest thing is being in a state of learning. Uh, I always was that subconsciously, but since I learned a lot about Sikhi, Sikh means the Sikhdai, the one who learns, and they are very, if you see, they're very happy, humble people. So you have to keep learning, even if you're locked down, you can learn things about how to mend an electric socket, or you got to keep your mind busy. If you're in a state of learning, you're already won more than half the battle. Um, the things that give you joy, real joy in life, are free. They are free. So don't worry about being happy later. I have spent a lot of my time, a lot of my life waiting to be happy. ये मिल जाएगा तो मैं खुश हो जाऊंगा. अरे खुश तो आप अभी भी हो सकते हो यार. Complacency और happiness में फर्क होता है. So be happy. A happy mind always is a good mind. No matter what your circumstances are, look around you. There are people worse off than you. You have to find solace and be grateful of where you are, and look upon the people who are higher up than you to take inspiration. But do not to be like either. Be yourself. I think if it is coming from the heart, if it is organic, if you find the voice, you just keep following it, no matter what you do, whether you're a startup, whether you are a entrepreneur career, or you're doing a job, whatever you're doing, as long as you turn up happy, and first of all, as long as you turn up, it's fine. And you turn up happy, it's great. If you turn up in the sense that I'm going to learn something today, whether it is doing my job better or learning a new set of skills or knowledge or whatever, you'll never be bored, you'll never be unhappy. And life is now. My times have gone like this, like this, like this, and one just goes, hey man, this too shall pass. Agar खुशी इतनी देर नहीं रहती तो दुख भी नहीं रहेगा. So keep moving, man, keep moving. And failure is the only thing where you can learn. अकल बादाम खाने से नहीं आती भाई, ठोकर खाने से आती है. तो ठोकर खाओ, डरो, क्या फर्क पड़ता है. तो डरो नहीं, मतलब ठोकर खाओ, उठो, दोबारा करो. इसमें कोई हाथी घोड़ा नहीं है यार, सिंपल चीज है.
Thank you.
Life should not be complicated. Just fall down 8 times, get up 9. You'll be fine.